Good afternoon. My name is Augustine Diji from Greene Moments. And let's move into this end of year, into the new year, focusing on what we can do to deal with the upcoming challenges. 2020 was definitely a difficult year for all of us. And what did 2020 teach us? That anything's possible and the unknown can be larger than we could have ever believed. Nothing is certain, and I guess that's the nature of life. But what is certain, what is possible, what you can seize going forward is yourself. The change comes from within. That's why we share these practices. That's why you do what you do for self-care. So as we go into the new year, let's prepare ourselves by imagining what it will look like on the first day of the year for you. And when I say what will it look like, how will you wake up in the morning on January 1st? What's the first thing you will do? What do you expect from yourself? We all have plans and certain wishes on how we want to change, but let's start with what you can do first, and it's with yourself. So get in a comfortable seated position, and let's begin relaxing by focusing on our breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Inhaling deeply, expanding the belly in through the nose. And exhaling through the nose, bringing the belly to your spine. Inhaling, lifting your heart. Exhaling, releasing all of that negative energy. And notice as you consciously breathe, it teaches you that you have the ability to choose what you do. So now choose to relax your shoulders. Choose to extend your neck. Keep your chin parallel to the earth. Choose to open your mind. Relax your hips, your back. Relax your knees and feet. Make that choice. And see what happens when you choose. What you choose becomes your reality. It becomes that action you desire. So continue to breathe and bring relaxation into your body. And as you breathe and as you relax yourself, all sorts of thoughts come through your mind. Now I'd like you to choose what comes into your mind, since you have that ability to do that. And I'd like you to choose what that first day of January will look like for you. Where will you be resting your body and your head when you wake up January 1st? What is it that you ate or did the night before, and how do you expect to feel when you wake up? Imagine that. Imagine yourself getting out of bed or off the couch, wherever you're laying, and sitting up. Now imagine that the first choice you make on January 1st is to give gratitude for waking up. That's the first thing. Soon as your eyes open, the first action you take is to say, thank you, I'm alive. And after giving gratitude to being awake and aware again, how do you want your body to feel? Part of how your body feels when you wake up January 1st is dependent on what you put in it, what you drink, what you eat. Maybe you don't eat and you fast into the new year. Maybe you have an amazing meal, spend time with family and friends, and have some drinks. Whatever you put into your body will affect that morning you wake up on January 1st. Imagine how you'll feel after giving gratitude after you wake up. Now imagine standing up from where you were sleeping. What's the first action you will take? Imagine yourself walking to the bathroom to brush your teeth, or perhaps leaning over and kissing your partner, or walking to another bedroom to check on your kids, or walking to the window to see the light, or maybe there isn't any light depending on how early you get up. But imagine in that moment as you're committing to the action after gratitude that you feel great about another day to do what you'd like to do. Imagine what that will feel like. With your feet planted on the ground, will you be standing straight with your heart lifted? Will you smile when you wake up in the morning? Imagine what your first actions are when you wake up on January 1st. And after you've done your morning routine or late morning routine or afternoon routine, whenever you get up, what will you do next? For most of us, January 1st is a holiday. And so a holiday means you may not have to work. So what will you do next? Imagine the actions you will take on January 1st, the beginning of that morning. Maybe you'll decide to do some yoga. Maybe you'll decide to make some coffee. Maybe you'll decide to read. Maybe you'll decide to look at your phone. Maybe you'll decide to just sit and meditate or sit quietly. Maybe you'll reflect on someone you love or someone you lost. Whatever you do or decide, imagine that now. Imagine what that first day of the new year will look like for you. And as the morning continues and you move around and do what you do, imagine now that you're fully aware of every action you take. Imagine that on January 1st, no matter how you move your hands or your hips or your lips or your eyes, that you're fully aware, that your mind is on what you do. Imagine that as you continue your day on January 1st, imagine you really know how you feel inside. Imagine noticing how your heart beats or how you breathe. Are you stopping your breath or are you allowing your breath to flow? Continue to visualize your January 1st, your first day of 2021. Now imagine what you'd like to do that day. And it can be anything. That is the power, the gift that you are given when you can choose. No matter how you feel now, no matter how life has turned out for you, there are opportunities and moments in which you can choose what you want to do. So imagine January 1st being that day that you decide to reach out to people you haven't talked to in a long time. Or it's a day where you open all your windows and shades and you let light in and you open your arms out and take in the sun. Or imagine you decide to go for a walk, just to breathe, just to see the gift of life, to be in the place where you are. Imagine that you decide not to have any complaints or regrets, just in those moments. Imagine what you will be and how you will feel on January 1st. Take a few moments and think about that. Think about what you will be doing the first day of the year. And as you do that, you can close your eyes. You can continue to relax the body. Really focus on that breath, how the air comes in and how the air leaves your body. And perhaps there's a pain in the body. Imagine you decide to just stretch it out or work on it. Or maybe schedule to see a chiropractor or a class, take a class online. Today, in this moment, you are choosing to imagine what your moments will be on a specific day in the future. And this is nothing new. This is not a new activity. We're always thinking about what's next. We are concerned about our future. We focus on our past and we bring it to our present, and then we bounce between the past and the future. Now, you choose to actively check into what January 1st will be like. And what I will share with you is this practice that we are engaging in now is something I'd like you to do every day going forward. In other words, imagine what it will look like for you tomorrow, the next day, all the way to January 1st, and then past that day. Imagine so many things. Perhaps you can imagine seeing yourself starting to change the way your body feels, or doing a routine that shapes your body differently, or wearing different clothes, or eating something different, or deciding to have an open mind about an issue where your mind was closed. Imagine forgiving those that you have an issue with. Imagine that when January 1st comes around, you decide that you forgive everybody. You forgive every single individual that you believe, or in actuality, has caused you an emotional harm, a physical harm, a psychic harm. And forgiveness is not easy because negative acts from others towards you isn't a great thing, but forgiveness releases you. So imagine that January 1st is your day of renewal and forgiveness. In imagining what you can do in the future, you are choosing a direction. You are using your present energy to decide what you're going to do. You are in control of what you do next. Escape your mind time. Focus on your body time. What actions can your body do to express the you that's gifted now? Imagine that. Take a few moments. And while you're in that imagination, continue to feel the breath enter your body, leave your body. Try and breathe down, all the way down into your spine. Try and feel as if your entire body is breathing in air and allowing air to release. Imagine how your heart beautifully pumps blood throughout the body, giving you nourishment. Imagine clearing your mind. Imagine clearing all of the impurities out of your body, whatever it takes. Imagine the you that you want to be. that you're going to be. Imagine how you are similar to a plant or a tree, and when you watch its growth, it takes time through nourishment. Knowing that a tree doesn't suddenly become its height and strength and size immediately, it does it through time. So whatever you imagine yourself to be on January 1st, it's just a step. It's just part of your walk along your path, your life path, your lifetime path. But today, you get to imagine that and see yourself where you want to be. Imagine what your life will look like, and imagine what it will look like for those around you. Continue to breathe, bringing relaxation down through the head, down through your temples and jaw. Seeing yourself in the light that you are to be. Understanding and appreciating that you can make a change. And whether it's a New Year's resolution or a promise to yourself or someone you care for, imagine yourself doing that act. And in the imagination, respect and appreciate that imagination, that thought of who you are, who you want to be, is the beginning of that step towards you living it. For everything around us is built on imagination. Everything we have done was built on a seed or a thought that came within and caused us to act. So if you imagine your beauty, you are beautiful. If you imagine that you're angry at yourself, you'll be angry at yourself. So use your power going into this new year. Trust your power, and let's go into this new year stronger, better, more focused, using our mind, our imagination, our spirit and body to be what we want to be, and imagine that. Take a deep breath in, full breath out, deep breath in, full breath out, deep breath in, full breath out. Wow, how amazing it is to be who you are. My name is Augustine from Greene Moments. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for imagining with me and sharing the practice. I cannot wait to see you again. And if I don't see you before New Year's, Happy New Year's, happy future, happy life, happy all the things you want.